All right, what is up, everybody? Shadow Scout 0013 reporting in. Um, so today I'm going to continue going over the Agent Kallus kind of build. I kind of went over Iden and kind of like a little melee kind of list last time. So we're going to try something a little bit different. We're going to go with Kallus, but let's try to go with an operative. Let's go Boba Fett, just because I know a lot of people don't use him very often, especially competitively, but I still like the character. And with Bounty, let's see, with Bounty, Arsenal 2, Jump 2, Impervious, and then Sharpshooter 2. So he's always going to be shooting past cover, which is great. If he can see them, and then he can jump to, which he will always try to be able to see them if he can get the high ground. And then Impervious, which is great against any kind of pierce attacks. And then, I mean, although the shortcoming is he has only 2 dice at range 1 to 3. And then I think the wrist rocket for 2 black, 1 to 2 is fine. And then boot spikes is fine. Is for the 2 red. I think that's pretty good for him. And then surging. The only issue again is the 5 to 3. I think maybe 6 would be awesome, and or having 3 would be awesome. But um, you know, whatever. We will run with it. Okay. Um, and then, so let's go ahead and try to build it. So with Agent Kallus, we're going to be primarily focusing on Boba Fett the best we can. So, this list is basically going to be trying to get Agent Kallus and his contingencies with Boba Fett's cards, and then trying to really focus on the bounty aspect for Boba Fett, and maybe kind of screwing up the objectives for them. So with Boba Fett, I'm always going to attach Hunter and seize the initiative because he always needs it. Um, Emergency stems, let's give it to him for now, and then we'll see if we have any other room to give him any other gear. We'll try it. With Agent Kallus, for now, since we don't really want to put any wounds on him, we can do Esteemed Leader, because I do want to kind of get him in there with the enemy. So we'll give him Esteemed Leader. Why not? Let's see. Oh my goodness. All right, so training slot for him, offensive push, since he's going to be recovering. That'll give him a few aims, but with such a small dice pool, it kind of depends. I still like tenacity on him. He doesn't really need any of these, but you can give him some surges for defense if you want. I'm gonna go with tenacity because honestly, I would really like to get them in there. And then let's go with the bow staff. We'll wait to put on a gear just because it's not that important in my opinion. Okay, so let's fill up some core. So with Agent Kallus, he does have some command cards that allow him to, let's see, put on observation tokens, and it's his third 3-pip. The Ruthless Tactics. So after an enemy unit defends against a ranged attack, it gains an observation token or 2 observation tokens if it has a number of suppression tokens equal to or exceeding its courage value. And then he gets to perform a recover. So definitely we're going to have that one. And then let's do, I say we take Assault, ISB Investigation, and Push, and then Face Me for sure, and then Whipcord. And then for his contingency, both of them, we can do Boba Fett and Boba Fett. All right. So let's kind of fill up some core. I like shore troopers, but they can get pretty expensive. So we'll try to see what we can do with them right now. And if we need to adjust, we will. So let's go ahead and add another one, add another one. Let's try to give one a medical droid. Because if we can give suppression out, we'll get extra re-rolls. So I think the mortars are going to be perfect for that. Let's see. Are there any? Can't really think of any good special forces at the moment to go with them, but I want to get a lot of activations in. And we already have some pretty expensive units out here, so we're not going to get too many more. So we can do snipers. I know a lot of people don't like snipers right now. And you could do something else if you wanted to. You could do, so let's try the dewback riders. Let's try 2 of those. Let's give them tenacity, because you always want to give them tenacity. And for right here, let's give them that. Let's give 2 of them. That's pretty good. Yeah, I like that right now, because you can give them off to some Wookiees. That would be such a bad idea. And you'd be able to get in close because they have some wounds they can take. They have 6 wounds they can take each, which is pretty awesome. And they have relentless, so they can move and shoot, which you're going to want to do to begin with until you get them up close, and then really get hard into some melee with 6 dice, maybe even another one with tenacity. All right. And then if they already have suppression on them and you're using ruthless, I cannot talk for some reason, ruthless tactics, then you're gonna be re-rolling lots of good dice. So let's see. Now, if you wanted to, instead of a steamed leader, if you wanted to go for improvised orders, you could. That way, if you don't get Boba Fett that turn, or if you need to get dewback riders, or if you need something else quicker, you can use that. Let's see. And then just for some more spam, activational spam, let's get some cheap units. Let's see what happens if we do 2 snipers. Ah, still have 30 points left. Holy crap. All right, so if you want to either add some stuff to a shore trooper, you could. Since one has the medical droid, the other one, I like putting an Imperial comms person on them and HQ uplink to get that free order and an aim. You're welcome to put something on these strike teams. I mean, with 30 points left. So say you got rid of the comms and you decided to take the strike teams out and actually give yourself some fuller units. And say you went with the Sabs, because with the fuller units, I don't mind Sabs. Gives you a little bit too much. Okay, so let's see. Let's give ourselves 2 of those sniper strike teams again. Whoops. Now you can change the mount and put Sabs in there if you wanted to. I'm going to go back in and put the Imperial Comms tech and an HQ uplink, and then you have 10 more points to do what you want. If you wanted to give the dewback riders anything, you could, but since I'm focusing primarily on Boba Fett on this list, going after bounty, then this is a kind of a good activation spam. If you wanted to, I'm sure you could take out the strike teams and try for another 3rd dewback rider, but that would give you 9 activations. And I like higher activations. Now, it would still give you plenty of stuff. What you could do is you could take out the comms tech, give yourself a lot more points to give yourself maybe a naked core of stormtroopers just to have in the back for your 10th activation. And that would give you a good amount of activations. Still using Boba Fett and getting 3 dewbacks in there. Now you might not have Vader, and Vader might be a lot better to use with 3 dewbacks, obviously. But this is just for fun to have with Boba Fett. Now, if you wanted to, I'm sure you could technically do way more activations. Say that you got rid of those and you gave, let's see, maybe Gideon Hask, and then to a specific one, do another those and another storm. Let's see what we can do. Give yourself the heavy. Leave them naked. Give these guys a heavy. And then you could probably do another naked stormtrooper or anything like that. And then maybe upgrade it. If you could get rid of 1 point somewhere, then you could add a mini here, but you're not going to be able to have enough points for that because the stormtrooper's 8 and you only have, a 7 point bid left. So you could do that. Here's just an option with a Boba Fett list that'll give you 10 activations at least. All right. All right, guys. Well, that is it. Hopefully you liked it here. Maybe I can scroll down and get a export text. But here, let me see if we can see some objectives real quick. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to go through so quick. So breakthrough. Those dewback riders will probably be able to get in there and clear the way because they got a pretty big base. You can leave your mortars in the back, your mortar in the back, and maybe your stormtroopers in the back, and then move the heavy stormtroopers up. Boba Fett can definitely get in there, and Kallus, if you wanted to, you can give Kallus, there you go, the ascension cables, and then maybe give Boba Fett recon intel to kind of get him closer. That would give you good stuff for breakthrough and a little bit more. Still a 1 point bid. Intercept the transmissions. You can get Boba Fett in and out if you wanted to. The dewback riders would be perfect for intercept the transmissions. For the middle, Boba Fett could go to the back. That would be an option. Key positions wouldn't be too bad because you could probably form a wall with dewbacks and work your way in. Boba Fett could again go for that back one. So there's a lot of things you could probably do there. Recover the supplies. Boba Fett will definitely be able to get in there fast, take out the person in the middle, hopefully grab it and run. If not, the dewback riders with Relentless will hopefully be able to get in, shoot, get in, shoot. Sabotage the motion evaporators. You're gonna have enough activations. I mean, these activations are pretty stacked. It's not like you're, got a ton of different naked units for 10 units, so or 10 activations. So you're doing pretty good. Hostage exchange, you can use just these naked stormtroopers to hold them. Once they get shot, they'll already hopefully be surrounded by other things. So that won't be too bad. Bombing run. Dewback riders have armor 1, so that's going to be a little bit harder to kill. And Boba Fett could probably do a really good job with that. Payload, yeah, you'd probably do a good job. So overall, I think this is a decent list. You might not be going to a tournament, but you can try it. If you do try it, let me know how it is. Give this video a like, subscribe to this channel so it'll grow a little bit. And then if you have any other ideas to add to this channel, put it in the comments, especially for everyone else to read. All right, guys. Well, thanks for listening. I will see you guys in the next video.